One of the biggest problems is that many of the birds are extremely fragile. This 150-year-old goshawk is barely staying upright.
The bird wasn't originally on that board. It would have been on some kind of plaster rocky outcrop or something much more naturalistic, and since it's been put on the board, it's not supporting his weight very well.
But it's that dramatic pose that makes him so valuable. John believes he's the work of John Hancock, widely regarded as the father of modern taxidermy.
The Hancock brothers, they were significant local makers who worked in Newcastle in the late 19th century and noted for their very naturalistic taxidermy. So setting out their pieces in kind of realistic tableaus. Well, probably kind of hyper-realistic, actually. They're all rather splendidly gory.
Hancock's lifelike portrayals of nature, some of which were displayed at the Great Exhibition in 1851, set off a taxidermy craze across the nation. John's decided that the goshawk is too fragile to move out of the display case for cleaning. But while he's here to advise, it is an opportunity to train up a new member of the house team, Amy.
Do you want to talk me through how to handle it? Because I've never had full taxidermy before.
Well, I'll definitely go by the base.
Okay.
One of the other birds can come out to make some room. But what Amy really needs to do is make sure the dust she removes from the goshawk doesn't land on other birds.
So what we need is a HEPA-filtered museum vac. We have a golden soft hairbrush, which is one of the softest brushes we have in our toolkit, and some gauze for the end of our nozzle on our hoover.
The trick with the gauze is that the loose dust can be sucked away without damaging the feathers. Amy will also need to vacuum up traces of any poisonous preservatives that might have been used.
With taxidermy, anything that was predated 1980 may contain toxic arsenic and mercuric chloride. So we need protective respiratory protection and gloves just so we're not inhaling or cross-contaminating anything on our hands.
Amy's going to dust with Charlotte on vacuum duty, while keeping a watchful eye and sharing her tricks of the trade.
Follow the feathers. We don't brush against the feathers. There's more suction.
Cleaning is really important. If we don't clean, there is the risk of dust becoming cemented to the surface. And it can also act as support for pests, because quite a few of the pest insects will also eat dust.
It's wobbling so much.
In his precarious pose, they need to be careful not to knock the goshawk over. John's looking worried.
I just noticed when Amy was brushing, really lightly, though there was significant movement.
The worry for me would be he falls backwards against the backboard and gets damaged.
Sometimes cleaning can do more harm than good, and this time, John calls a halt.